Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of uranium. I'll give you my financial opinion and we'll jump in there and see what the charts are telling us. So here's the uranium futures contracts. Again, it looks like we're flat about $49, $49 a pound. Just moving sideways, looking like we're trying to put in a bottom here, but we'll find out. Lots of fear in the markets. Getting some selling pressure. If I were to I'm just going to run real quick over to the S&P 500, go to the dailies. We did have a down day today in the NASDAQ and S&P 500, about 1% down or so. That is dragging everything lower. If I were to go back to uranium, this is the futures contract. We're just moving sideways. The Sprott Physical Uranium Trust was basically putting in a little hammer pattern. Is this trying to put in a bottom? At least we're moving sideways with the momentum. We'll find out what the buyers do here. We are on support. That's exactly where we're at. We got to see if the buyers step in and push us higher or not. Looking at UROM, a little hammer type pattern today. That usually is a bullish sign that we'll get a short-term little bounce. Again, though, we got to see the buyers step in. I'm not convinced that the buyers are ready to push this higher, so I'm just sitting on the sidelines with new money, waiting to see what the buyers are going to do. CCJ putting in a hammer pattern as well. Again, this could be bullish on the short term, but the buyers have to come in here and sustain it in an uptrend if they want to turn this around. Another bullish hammer pattern on Bannerman, Little Banny, and Little Banny is bouncing off the support level where it is. Goviax, Little Govy, down today, but momentum came back up throughout the day. Again, we are still kind of just drifting sideways to lower for a lot of these companies. Global Atomic getting the little hammer pattern. So it looks like we're getting the hammer patterns all over the place, basically holding its ground right where it's at. Forces Metals getting a little bit of a sell-off there. It's basically moving sideways, though, from a bigger picture view. Pierpoint Uranium getting the hammer pattern. So we're getting this hammer pattern all over the place. It gapped lower in the morning and then kind of was bought up throughout the day. We've got Deep Yellow getting a little bit of a sell-off there. Right at support. Paladin, a hammer pattern, a little bit of a sell-off above support and between support and resistance lines. Sky Harbor, a rare sighting of an up day in this sector. But a little bullish piercing, that doesn't look too bad. Alaska, a little bit of a sell-off there. A little more momentum to the downside. Hammer pattern right on support for Next Gen Energy. Let's hope the support holds for a lot of these companies and we can start moving higher. Well, at least I know a lot of people want it to go up. I'm kind of indifferent. If we go lower, I buy more. If we go up, I make more. Fine, that's fine with me. Baseload right on support. We'll see if that support holds. Fission 3.0 on support, so a lot on support right now. Fission 3.0 on this support line going across through here. It's a whole area or zone of support. Kazatomprom seeing a rare up day in a lot of these companies going across. Peninsula Energy moving sideways, slightly lower. Boss Energy basically moving sideways, little bloody nose there. Consolidated Uranium, it's up a 5.3%, still above support. We'll see if we can get some buying pressure in a rally going. Lotus Resources doesn't look too bad. Nice big up day here. Smaller down days coming back on support. UROM right on support. We'll see if that holds. Encore Energy down 4.89%. Right on support. We're right below support. We'll see if that line holds. UU got sold off today, right below support. Little hammer pattern. We'll see if we bounce back up. Again, we've got lots of momentum here, guys. The one thing I will say is this guy, the momentum is slowing down. It's getting smaller and smaller. And if we can bottom out soon, maybe we could try to turn this thing around. URG, right on support, just below it. UEC, these are all very similar, these American ones. They all have the same pattern roughly, right above support for UEC. LEU, up 1%. That's good. Trying to turn this train around. This has broken its downtrend. Now we're looking for some buying pressure to come in here. LTBR, small little update today. ISO Energy, small little update. A little hammer pattern. It's still right below support. Not that that matters. It's not the only thing that matters, but Appia getting a little bit of a selling pressure day. Bearish engulfing, may head a little bit lower back to this support zone. Denison Mines, small down day right on support. Blue Sky Uranium, getting a little bit more selling pressure. It is a little hammer candlestick. We'll see which way this thing goes. Forum Energy Metals getting a lot more selling pressure here. It looks like a further downside potentially. AEC, Enfield Energy, sideways. Laramide getting a little bit of buying pressure. That looks better. I do like all of these buying big candlesticks here and then the small sell-offs. It's drifting. It's trying to turn around. Western Uranium, Vanadium getting some buying pressure. Bullish engulfing. That's good. Good rare sighting of a bullish pattern that could potentially go higher. UEX, CF, slowly, slightly down. Mega Uranium, slightly lower today. Not really much to say with some of these guys. They're kind of just moving sideways for the most part. ALX, same thing. Valor Metals moving sideways, gapped lower and went sideways. Elevate Uranium, small down or a larger down day, and then bullish engulfing for a potential move higher for 92E. Again, the overall markets sold off, SPX and the NASDAQ. These don't look very strong. There's still some momentum to the downside. I'm looking for buyers to come in here and turn this around. There's a couple of signs, but it's not many across the sector. So I'm still hesitant to put more money into it at this time with the momentum going to the downside. I did add about a week ago at those bottoms. So I already added in at these levels, and I'm kind of just waiting to see what happens. If we go down further, I'm going to wait for a turn to go back up and buy back into strength. And that's kind of just how I play this. I think everything's kind of priced in for, well, we'll see. We'll see. If there's a recession and people get scared, we'll see what happens. There could be further downside if people get all giddy and scared and start selling based off of emotions. That's when the opportunity would be if that were to come. So I'm saving up some money for it. If that were to come, I do like uranium quite a bit. It is still undeniably cheap. It's cheap against other assets. The ratios don't lie. And now we're just waiting for momentum to swing back into our favor. It's out of favor right now, and it's swinging to the downside. It could be in favor if you want to buy more, if you look at it from that perspective. But if you want it to go higher, I think more patience is needed. All right, guys, give me a thumbs up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website, the Platinum membership below if you're interested. And we'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.